Hello, welcome to another video from Homesteading Off the Grid. Today we're going to talk about firewood. What is the best kinds of firewood? There are several schools of thought on this. A lot of people believe oak, either red oak or white oak, is the best firewood because it burns hot, it burns slowly, and it burns for a long time. And a lot of people believe locust is probably a close number 2 because it burns hot, not as hot as oak, it burns slow, and it burns for a long time. I personally believe locust is best long term, and here's why. If you start an oak tree from a seedling, you're going to have to wait 20 or 25 years before that oak tree is really mature enough to cut down and turn into firewood. Locust grows like weeds, and it is hard to kill, and it replaces itself. If you try to cut it down, you cut down a locust, a lot like a tree of heaven, 2 or 3 will come up in its place. What you're looking at here is a collection of logs and that are all locusts that we've been cutting up for firewood this winter, and I'm going to show you how easy it is to split. A lot of people don't like locusts because they say it's so hard to split. Well, they're splitting it wrong, and they'll go out and they'll rent a log splitter, pay $1,000 to buy a new one, or pay $100 to have one, $100 for the weekend or whatever. I just use a splitting maul and I split it like a hot knife through butter. I'm going to show you how. But first I want to show you something in particular about this locust tree. Down here is the stump that came off of. This locust tree was about 40 feet high, and it was about 22 years old. We counted the rings. Part of the top of it was starting to die off, and we watched it for the last couple of years, and once I saw that it had reached the point of no return to where it was going to continue to die more than it was going to heal itself and come back to life, we decided to take it down before it was rotted all the way and get a lot of firewood out of it. That was about 6 months ago, this summer. This, as you can see, I'm almost 6 feet tall, so this is 7 feet tall. This grew well over the last 6 months, but really it's been dormant for about 2 or 3 months, so this is only 3 months worth of growth. And this is what I meant about the locust trees replacing themselves. Once you cut them down, we intentionally left the root kind of high, knowing that these would grow out from the sides. This is damage from the deer. We have so many deer where we live in Virginia. We've seen as many as 18 in our yard at one time. We didn't get a guard around this. This won't kill the tree, it'll come back healthy, but my point is, in a few short years, we're gonna have another tall, healthy locust tree here, and at some point in the future, when I'm a little bit older, we're gonna have more firewood. Whereas with an oak, you wouldn't see this. This wouldn't happen. We'd have to start anew, and it would take 25 years. So, now, locust is hard to split, so they say. Well, not really. Use your brains, not your back. If you cut a locust tree down and you try to split it, yeah, it's going to be difficult. You're going to need a machine. You're not going to be able to do it. But what we do is when we cut them down, and we have several down around the front of our property we've done this with, we cut them into lengths, log lengths. We lay them facing east and west, so this way the sun's coming up in the east, sucks some moisture out of one end in the mornings, and in the afternoon when the sun's setting in the west, it sucks some moisture out through the veins on the other end. These logs have been laying here for 6 months. They've dried, so I've used time and sun and evaporation as an asset, okay? Now, I'm not strong. You want to use gravity. I think this is 3.5 pounds, so it's not too heavy because I'm not a big guy, I'm not a strong guy. But we're going to use gravity. You always want to be safe. Use your eyewear, eye protection. Here's a locust log. Let me show you how hard this is to split. It's that simple. Just let it sit out here and air dry for 6 months. You don't have to go rent a splitter or buy a splitter. So if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to our channel, share it with your friends, and be sure to join us later for more videos from Homesteading Off the Grid.